blade, and you probably wondering what the hell we doing today. So today I was processing, sharpening some knives and stuff. I thought, you know, I'm gonna put that on video. So these are knives. I was basically my butchering knives, what I use to process game or animals. These knives were passed on to me by my grandfather. Some old buffalo skinners. So that's what they style of knife. I like them. They're good to cape, to skin, and they're strong enough and you get enough leverage where you can de-joint, do whatever you got to do with it. It's not maybe my meat processing knife. It's not the one I use to actual debone meat, but to cape or to you know, skin, or you know, to break it down. That's what I prefer. So this is what I use when I'm at my shop. These are two of my skinners that I keep in my truck, not the ones in, not in my hunt cabinet. This one is it's been with me 30 plus years. I made this I made both of them, but a long time ago. This stays in my truck door. This is my knife I use most of the time when I'm hunting. You know, it stays in my truck. I know I don't have to pack one. I throw it in my backpack when I go to the woods. Stays in my truck door. It has been for years. It's to me, it's a little more intimate and a little more quicker than a sidearm if you gotta ever get carjacking, something like that. A little more fun, you know. But it's a dog. It has skinned a lot of deer. It's sharp as hell. I done sharpened both these knives. Sharpened these two already, and I left the oldest and ugliest to last. So what we're gonna do here, I normally do those knives on DMT and or Arkansas stones. Traditionally, I've used the your Arkansas that you get with the case or the buck, those little dual stones kits, and I've used those little leather arcs, you know. But you know, over the years I've acquired some more stones, and anyway, this is how I start this. I'm gonna go ahead and get me a started on a DMT right here, and then I'll move to one of my Arkansas. So I use running water and soap will be good here. So here we go. So my judgment, I don't have a nut measuring tool. I use 2/3 of my thumb. That's where I try to come off, right? Easy for me to remember. I can put my thumb right here and gauge it. Just trying to create a burr. And just using my, because on the skinner, this is the most important part. You know, getting in there. And that's where you're doing most of your caping at. So you don't want to neglect the nose. I sharpen these different than I would sharpen like a kitchen knife. That's why I kind of want to put this on video. Trying to maintain my 2/3 thumb angle. There we go. There we go. Got burr everywhere but here, which is the roughest part to keep your angle and get your burr going. Because the minute you get the slicker stone, you can feel that roughness if you didn't do it correctly. Still missing right here. How we got it. Okay. So up to the other side, same thing. I'm gonna use 2/3 of my finger here. Edge. be lacking on the tip. Good. All right, we're done with that. So all I did was pull a burr. Now I got a cutting edge all the way. No chips or anything in it. You know what? I don't like how that side of the tip looks. So we're gonna start over. Not start over. I'm gonna work on it a bit more. Like I said, that's the most important part of the knife for me. Talk about it, get into natural stone if you work on a tip like this. I try to do all my tough work on the DMT. This is my most aggressive. I'm going to use some slurry on this stone. This is a Washita. Same thing, 2/3 finger. You see how fast it cuts with slurry? I need these knives sharp enough to easily cut through cape. So that means I gotta have, you know, I can't go too fine with it, but I also need them to be able to not be so aggressive I cut my finger off in the process, because I am working against my hand between cape a lot. So I want it shaving, but I'm not going to a 30K on it, is what I'm getting at. You can see my translucent arc in this thing. That's what I put my other skinning knife on, my actual one on my truck. I like it short. I want a bit of shave. We'll worry about regrets later on that one. Okay, let's work on that toe right there. Or toe, it's not there. On the tip. Better. These are old carbon steel knives, of course. No idea how old they are. Shaving yet? Cutting these there. Tip needs work. Moving on my next stone. This is a marble Mistral. This is a 1.19 specific gravity Washita. So right here. Right here needs some attention. Building up some friction here. Some heat. I believe we're about done on this stone. Hard Arkansas. That's a ballistol on it. A little more attention to the tip. Check it out versus what it looked like when we started with. Still lacking right there. Good right there. Lacking right in the middle of the blade. Oh, it's cutting. It's really sharp. Everywhere but over about a thumb's area spot. That's just your regular sharp. Can't really feel it with your thumb, but you can feel it with the peanut. This is going to be maybe a slow process here. Now that I got the edge all the way that I like. So I may cut the video, then I may just let it run. I don't know. So now I got that smoothness feeling from heel to toe. This is a combo stone, by the way. Soft hard. I don't use this for razors. This is just for knives. And it's starting to feel really good now. And we're not talking about shaving with it. I'm not going to go for 100% refinement. What I'm looking for is sharp. Something with a thick edge that I can cut a lot without getting dull. The beauty about these carbon steel knives like this is I'll have a steel in my pocket as I'm butchering, and if something happens, I hit a bone or just don't feel right, slap it about 10 pounds in that steel, and usually it wakes it back up. Man, I like what I'm feeling right here. Check it out. I should do it, but let's do it just for the heck of it. Translucent. But to get a little swarth off, I know I've done some good. I don't have to go all the way to HHT5 on this thing. Just polished up a little bit. I'm already starting to get some swarth. Get some cutting going on right there. I have to remember which one this is, not cut my fingers off. This is how a lot of my knives get sharpened, on a blue cuticle in the hunting stand. Midday when they ain't moving and I don't want to come out. Just by hand. I got a blue about this big, a little wider. I've had for a long time. Put extra on that tip. All right, we're gonna call that good. I like it. All right, this is Eric. This is my channel, Cajun Blade. Little knife sharpening while we had time, and back to yard work. Y'all stay classy.